Would you love to deepen your spiritual connection and create a conscious shift in your life? Do you seek answers to the human experience? Welcome to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, a 2-hour safe haven for your questions and Spirit's answers to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect to the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. Spiritually Speaking with Sarah is presented by the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. For the next 2 hours, listen, call in, and watch Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope, and share love and light.
Shines inside of me. Oh, there's a light. Oh, there's a light that shines inside of you. There's a light in me.
Oh, yes, indeed, there is a light
right here on WWNN, 1470 AM, 95.3 FM, 103.9 and 96.9. And we're answering your questions all across the nation. 888-565-1470. We're so glad to be gathered today. And first, let's pay some honor to our wonderful veterans who have gone the extra mile and represented our truth, our liberty, our freedom, our justice, and have protected us for all these years. Generations of veterans who have stood up and protected our liberties. We honor them today, and we thank them for all that they have done, the lives that they have put on the line, their time away from their families. And for those that came back and their lives were never the same, we thank them every day for the sacrifice that they have made. They gave up some of their own personal experiences so that our country can remain free. So no matter what side of the political fence you may be on today, let's remember it's a good thing to be an American, and we belong to the great USA. And we need to stand tall and stand proud, not because we support any one person. We need to support a country that was founded by our founding fathers, that is designed to assist us in having all the beautiful experiences on this earth. And we are the beautiful light across the world. America is the prized jewel that represents all that the master teachers and the divine would love for all of us across the world to experience. So let's not take that for granted. Let's not take for granted what we have in this beautiful country. And let's remember that people have laid their lives down so that we could continue to have all that we have. Yes, I know. It's been a difficult time. And 2020 really made a lot of us question many things. Where does the truth and the illusion begin and end? Perhaps we don't know that answer. But what we do know is that we are here in a country that we do get to choose. And we can choose our interpretation of this experience, and we can choose change individually and collectively if we just form the energy of oneness. So united we stand, divided we fall. There's going to come a time where we've got to line up with the energy, much like 11:11. Those two ones stand next to each other. And then there's another set of ones. There's not one over there and one somewhere else. They stand together, rooted like columns, as if it is the great gates of heaven awakening us to step forward and remember that we are citizens of a planet first. We are citizens of a divine experience, and everything that we are is truly meant to be love and light, freedom and joy and harmony. So take a good look on this 11/11 day. Yes, it's Veterans Day, and I can't not say it's Veterans Day before we talk about the power of the 11/11 manifestation, because to me, what our veterans have done for us, what our country has done and can do for us, and what we can do for our own country is so important at this time. And we can choose joy, love, harmony, and remember that every life will matter, and that every person has a voice, and that each one of us is destined for greatness, never to be compared to another, for we are all individuals and citizens of our planet. But I have to tell you, I'm so excited because we're on the 11/11. First of all, let's raise a glass because we're almost done with 2020. So those of you who are counting down, let me see. I think it's like 44 days till Christmas. So we're counting, something like that. And we're almost at the end of the year. So we are looking at approximately 7 or so more weeks, and we can say goodbye to 2020. Now, what are you going to take from 2020 into your 2021? That's going to be interesting. But we know that the world has asked us, circumstances and conditions really, have asked us to interpret our experience a little differently than we have in 2014, 2015, 16, 17, 18, all the years that have gone before this. So we do need to remember that we're going through a transition. And the world is going through a physical transition. We are battling something that is a force that we can't seem to get a handle on. But we have some ways to do that. But 2020 represents something more than the pandemic. 2020, and particularly this 11/11 time, represents an opening that is beckoning you to make the changes within your life. I was talking to my friend Stacy Haller, the astrologer, and she and I were talking about the conjunction that's coming tomorrow. And so I just want you to imagine that everything in the universe, everything, has repositioned itself, and planets are lining up much to the way they were in 1941, 1942, those early 40s. We are putting our foot upon the path of greatness in a new way, not so driven by the worldly experiences, but driven by the heartfelt joy and light. Remember 2012? Wait, let's go back further. Remember 2000, when they're like, holy crow, the computers aren't going to work. What are we going to do? And we were all almost waiting for something horrible to happen. And they figured it out. The computers didn't completely reset. We were able to continue. Well, then we got to 2010 into 2012. And everyone was talking about a different way of being, a way of light, a way of love. And there was a big awakening spiritually. A lot of people who never gave spirituality much recognition kind of thought it was that woo-woo, no big deal stuff that little hippies and gypsies dealt with. They didn't really stop to think that it was becoming a way of life. But people started to wake up then. And if you remember, that was right after the housing market had just gone coop down. And everything was just a mess. So we had no choice, did we? But to get down on our knees and find something from within, because when we looked to the outer world, we really couldn't see life the way we wanted it to. We were struggling financially, individually, collectively, as a country, as a world. Not everybody, but there was this theme that was going on. And then we started to bounce back. Yeah, that bounce back gets you a little complacent, doesn't it? And things started to build up. And we became lost in the world. Now, that doesn't mean that we cannot want, desire, have wonderful things in the world. Because, of course, they are here for us. The road of heaven that is paved, gold. All the treasures of heaven are meant to be yours here on earth. It is something that is available. But we lost ourselves in what's next and competitions and driving ourselves. And many of us went upon that path of spirituality, and more people were, as they say, waking up. They were in the awakening. Well, 2020 has been an espresso double because we are awake. We're awake in ways that we never thought we would be. We're seeing the world differently. We're recognizing where we took things for granted. We're being forced by isolation to look at ourselves in the mirror and, of course, face our own demons. You know, those insecurities, those flaws, those issues that have been weighing you down, but you were just pushing them back because you thought that if you just kept busy enough and just moved forward enough and kept enough distance between you and your past, that it would never catch up with you and you'd never have to deal with it, and you could build an empire of some sort for yourself and strive in the world. But the soul doesn't work that way, does it? So here we stand on 11:11, and your soul's calling you. Your soul is calling you to step forward and seize the opportunity, carpe diem. Seize the day to be your true, authentic self. There was times where some of us who were caught in exterior things that we take for granted. How many people couldn't get a haircut or get their nails done, their makeup? We weren't going out. Some people didn't get haircuts for months. And if you had asked us last year, what would you do if you couldn't get a haircut for a month? People would be like, oh my God, well, I don't know what I would do. Oh, they would be losing it. Like, oh, that can't happen. Well, it did, didn't it? And we all survived. Because the truth of who you are is not your hair color, your hair length, your eyeshadow, your makeup, your nails. It's more than that. It's the essence of you. And now your soul is beckoning you to share the essence of you, first and foremost. This powerful portal is here to transform you to align with the universal powers that are so strong that by the thought and the word and the feeling of the desire of an outcome and the recognition of it to be done in completion, by acknowledging that possibility and then choosing it as your truth. After all, we're in a world of illusions. Why not create your own truth? This you can do. You know, they say that someone's perception is their reality. So what's your perception? Is America going to heck in a handbasket? Where are we going? Or are we just, taking a look at things that maybe we didn't notice, and now everyone's eyes are wide open, and we're feeling that things need to change, and many of us don't have the knowledge to know what exactly needs to change. It's just that we know some of the things that are off-putting to us or that trigger us, and that we would like to see things differently. Well, those changes that you ask the outside world to have, that you judge the outside world as being, those changes begin with you. And my friends, today on 11/11, not that just one day will change your whole life, but I want you to imagine that all these years, we've been walking down this corridor of a life that was like an amusement park. And there were so many things to distract us: cotton candy, Cracker Jacks, rides, games, people, elephants, cows. Whatever you see, you saw. And you got to interact with people that were different than you. And you looked at them as, well, that's the clown for the circus. Or that's the fat lady from the circus. That's the midget in the circus. You gave labels to people and things on this corridor of experiences that most of our lives have been, in this carnival of life. And like many aspects in the carnival, not all of it is pretty. It's behind the scenes, it's kind of dirty and grimy, but the show is spectacular. And then there are these elements of danger. Remember the burning ring of fire that someone would have to go through? Or what about the person up high on the flying trapeze, then flipping off and by the sheer scarf, holding themselves up with their teeth? We've seen these things. And at times, many of us have felt like we've been on our own flying trapeze. We've been in our own circus act. Maybe by the cast of people that you've chosen to surround yourself with, maybe through choices or conditions that were forced upon you, and now you were just trying to survive, jumping through your own rings of fire, hoping that you'd make it through without burning up. Well, now we've been going down this corridor for a really long time. And I imagine that there's some great memories, yes? The ability to play the games and have cotton candy and maybe a hot dog, something that you really love, fried dough. Oh, I used to love to eat fried dough in the fair, right? When the circus came to town, it was an experience. And you'd have those little lights that you'd wave in the dark audience so that everyone in the middle of the circus would know that you're there. And then the lion would come out and we'd be excited, and then the clown would do their tricks. The animals would be jumping through hoops, and we would be amazed. And we would be a child again. But not all life was the show. And so now that we've come to the ends of this corridor, even Barnum and Bailey Circus, they're no more. They've closed up. All the acts of life that we have counted on, that we thought for sure ice capades would never go away, the circus would never go away, Alex Trebek would never go away. There are certain things that we thought were there and steadfast. They were a part of our everyday life in this path that we've been walking. They're all changing. So now that we're at this new doorway, this new gateway, we can leave a lot of that behind us. And just take with you your bag of cotton candy, your Cracker Jacks, whatever you want, and walk through this door on this 11/11 day and choose the change that frees your soul. You know, those circus animals, they're in cages and they're conditioned and trained to behave a certain way. They don't have freedom. And whether you know it or not, maybe we needed isolation to help us really realize that we haven't been as free in so many ways as we thought we were. But now when we look at the cage that we were in for a period of time in our isolation, our lockdown, our quarantine, we realize that we lost ourselves in the circus. And now it's time for you to step into a new aspect of your life. That's not a circus. It's not chaotic. It's not picking up and moving on. It's staying rooted and grounded in who you are and the essence of you, who you've come to be, the message, the way shower, the voice that you have, and the light that you bring to the planet. That's what your soul calls you to do on this 11/11 day. And I sure hope that you take the time, you take the moment to accept the mission that you've come for. Even if you don't know for sure what you're accepting, just be open and receptive to have a different way of life, a different way to love, a different way to shine your light, and to lose the illusions in your own personal reality. And be aligned with what your perception of your reality is. And you need not justify your beliefs to anyone else, for you hold a sacred covenant with God. So on this 11/11 day, choose the path to be who you were born to be. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. And then when we come back, we're going to go to the phone lines. We're going to go to Facebook and see who's there. And we're going to continue this 11/11 conversation, patterns of numbers you're seeing. And we're going to attune the energy so that we can make this transformation together. And that we are perfectly in the right place at the perfect right time, because divine authority is here now. Stay with us, everyone. Don't go away, because we're going to be right back.
Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your song? Because you know that you know me. Every song.
Interested in state-of-the-art healing? Call Ray Crowley at 561-276-9643. Ray Crowley is a pioneer in the use of hyperbaric oxygen therapy, effectively treating cognitive disorders such as Alzheimer's disease, brain injuries, strokes, and showing great promise for treating COVID-19 without mechanical respirators. Ray Crowley has 40 years of experience in physical therapy, treating sports injuries, traumatic brain injury, and other neurological conditions with astonishing results. Visit Oxygen Rescue Care Centers of America.com or call Crowley Physical Therapy in Delray Beach at 561-276-9643 to schedule your appointment today.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to Sarah at sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up. You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll free, worldwide, 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook, YouTube, or Periscope.
Standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me?
Have you heard me? Have you seen me? I am Sarah Spiritual, and we are answering your questions all across the nation right here on WWNN 1470 AM, 95.3 FM, and 103.9. And we're going to go right back to the phone lines at 888-565-1470. And we're going to begin taking calls. I sure would love to hear from you. And of course, if you're watching us on Facebook or YouTube, be sure to pop your question in the feed. We do like your birthday, and if there's someone else that you're asking about, please give us their birthday as well. This allows me to make the connection really quick so that I can grab some information and give it to you and then move on to the next person. So we're going to go to the phone lines, and I've got to go to Crystal. Crystal is in Orlando. Crystal, how are you tonight?
I'm good. And yourself?
I'm doing great, Crystal, and how can I assist you?
Yes. Me and my ex were stopped talking for 8 months.
Yes.
And like maybe 2 months ago, we started talking again, and everything's been good. The only thing I'm a little bit confused about is that he comes, he lives on his own, and I live on my own.
Yeah.
We used to live together. We were together for 6 years, and he comes only on the weekends, but during the week, he just
Ghosts you.
we still keep it. Yeah, he doesn't ghost me. He just stays on his side, but we still keep in contact. And I just want to know, like, does spirit see us living together again, or like, I'm just.
Crystal, he's testing the water. He's not sure. And he's asking that you adhere to these boundaries, yes? That you don't ask for anything more than what he's willing to give, yes?
Yes.
Okay. So he wants to see if you can respect his wishes. You know, you two had a conversation, and You both agreed that things could change and should change. And he made some requests of you, did he not? Of what he wanted? And you said, oh, yes, I'll do anything. So if you can't follow the simple rules of engagement, how are you going to do what he wants? Yes?
Yeah.
So he
He
wants
does
to
talk
see.
about living together again and stuff, but it's like, I don't know. I'm just confused.
You're confused because you want it when you want it, the way you want it right now. So you're
And then
having
he
a
talks
temper
about
tantrum.
marriage and stuff, and I'm just like, okay.
Okay? But ultimately, he would like those things to happen, but he's not sure that it can. Because he was dissatisfied with the way the relationship was going. This is why he said he left, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And not that it's all your fault, because it's not. It takes two people, I can assure you, to tango.
Yes.
But what I see here is a man who isn't quite ready to give up on the dream and the plans that the two of you had. But he's not quite ready to put both feet in and dive back in.
Okay.
So it's to live in the moment and be grateful for what you do have so that the two of you can see where this can go. It's really important, okay?
Just be patient, I guess.
Ah, well, that's not something you like to do, but it is something that is really most important at this time. And use the time to truly spend more time loving yourself than wondering what is he doing. This will benefit you and your family. All right, my dear. Thank you, Crystal, for your call. Greatly appreciate it. Bye for now. Bye. 888-565-1470. We're going to go to New Jersey. I've got Jessica on the line. Jessica, how are you doing in New Jersey tonight? Hi, Jessica. Whoops, I think we lost Jessica. So we're going to go to, we got to go to Isabella, and she's in Boca. Isabella, how are you tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great, Isabella. And how can we assist you tonight?
So this past week, I've been having strange dreams. The first one was pretty disturbing, actually. It involved me, like, seeing this man with glowing eyes, and all of a sudden there was blood on his face, and I saw myself die. So I saw my body collapse to the floor, and it was like I wasn't in my body anymore. I guess it was like a different perspective.
Right.
And in the second dream, I was actually digging graves for both of my dogs who seemingly passed away in the dream. They're still alive and well now, thank God. But I just wanted to know what those dreams could mean because they stuck with me because they were kind of,
That's pretty vivid,
odd.
yes. So we didn't eat anything weird before bed, did we? That's always that's always something that can happen. But no Taco Bell before you went to bed or anything. Okay, it's not a chop on Taco Bell, but sometimes we have to watch what we eat before bed. But I can tell you the message that I was receiving when you're telling it. So the man with the glowing eyes is not a scary man. It's a man of an ascended process of energy, right? So here's an ascended being who is there for you, showing you that you're more than your physical body. Usually when you dream, by the way, of death, of your own death, it's rarely that you're going to die. It's usually a death and a rebirth. There are other things that mean death differently than the actual death that we know it. And you yourself are going through, Isabella, death and rebirth personally, yes? We're going through a lot of changes. Yeah. Is that correct? Yes.
Yes, it is.
And so this is representative of the old shedding and dropping and the new stepping forward. Now, when it comes to your dogs and digging graves, it is possible, and I don't mean your dogs, that there is something or someone in the circle of family that we may be hearing is not doing well and they may be getting ready to pass, you see. And because you love your dogs so much, they use the dogs as an example, yes? And you know that in your knowing that that's a possibility, correct?
Honestly, I don't think anybody was doing poorly.
No. I'm just saying you just know that when you got up from the dream, that's a possibility that they're trying to tell you something or someone is going to pass. Yes? That's how you interpret the dream. And sometimes that means that, but rarely when you dream of your death is it that you're dying, okay? So be aware and don't take things for granted and just trust. Okay. All right? But I don't get a bad feeling. Like I don't feel someone's going to die, but Later on, you may go, oh, now I understand. And it may not be your dog. It may be your neighbor's dog dies. But you're going to hear word of something. It doesn't have to be a direct hit to your family, but you're going to hear something. And this is how your spirit guides are getting you ready so that you know they're talking to you, yes?
Okay.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much, Isabella, for your call. And I'm sorry you had disturbing dreams. Be sure to set your intention as to what you want to manifest for yourself on this 11/11 time so that you can create a really great end to 2020. Thank you for now. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye. 888-565-1470. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then when we come back, we're going to go right back to the phone lines. I can't wait to talk to you, so be sure to join us right here on WWNN. Stay with us. We're going to be right back.
Do you know me? Do I know you? Have we met before? I've been standing in the room.
Interested in state-of-the-art healing? Call Ray Crowley at 561-276-9643. Ray Crowley is a pioneer in the use of hyperbaric oxygen therapy, effectively treating cognitive disorders such as Alzheimer's disease, brain injuries, strokes, and showing great promise for treating COVID-19 without mechanical respirators. Ray Crowley has 40 years of experience in physical therapy, treating sports injuries, traumatic brain injury, and other neurological conditions with astonishing results. Visit oxygenrescuecarecentersofamerica.com or call Crowley Physical Therapy in Delray Beach at 561-276-9643 to schedule your appointment today.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to Sarah at sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
Interested in relieving tension, reducing stress, and revitalizing your energy? Call reflexologist Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954 to book your session. Reflexology of the hands, face, and ears improves circulation, the functioning of the nervous system, reduces fine lines and wrinkles, and leads to a glowing complexion. Experience what reflexology can do for you today. Contact Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll free, worldwide, 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook, YouTube, or Periscope.
Here live on WWNN 1470 AM 95.3 FM 103.9 and 96.9. We are answering your questions all across the nation, And today is the 11/11 day. The portal of energy is opening, spiritually speaking, as they say, and we are making a major transformation energetically. So it's a great time for you to put down on a piece of paper what you'd like to manifest, how you would like it to be, and to hold the vision and the intention and pay no attention to where you are now. Don't let the lack, limitation, or beliefs that are holding you stuck and stagnant prevent you from creating during this very powerful portal of energy. And of course, we do honor our veterans on this day. As we said in the opening of the show, they have done us a great service, and we are very appreciative of our veterans who have protected our rights, our liberties, our freedom. And we are going to go back to the phone lines, and I've got to go to Phyllis, and Phyllis is in Boca. Phyllis, how are you tonight?
Oh, how are you? It's so nice to talk to you.
It's so great to make a connection with you, Phyllis. You've called before?
You're a wonderful person. You're so spiritual. It's just amazing. I want to know what you see for me, because I don't see too many things ahead.
Well, I see for you. I laugh because sometimes it's difficult for us as an individual to see what's coming ahead for us. And, Phyllis, I'm made aware of this adventurous spirit that you had, this sense of feeling free. And I just feel like now you're feeling stuck and stagnant and a little limited at this time. Does that make sense to you, yes?
Yes, it does. But the isolation is hard.
Very hard for you. And you're a free spirit. You're a big picture kind of girl. You see things and it's just you can connect. And you have your own spiritual gifts, your own natural intuition. And I feel like that your life has made a turn of the stagnation that has made you think, is this all there is to life? And that's kind of what's creating this. I don't know what I see for myself. But I also see like circle of people, and I feel like you've had a good circle of people around you prior to this isolation. Is this true? Yes?
I have some wonderful friends. I don't have much family, and I don't get to see my son often, and I have a husband who has some issues.
Yes, his health issues, yes.
Yeah.
But I see a wonderful circle of support, and the same way I see those individuals who are supporting you, and maybe you got to do events and things together, maybe play a card game or something, whatever you shared with your friends. What I see here is the same type of circle of energy of angels that surround you. And I feel as if you are very well blessed, that things have maybe not always come easily, but they still came for you. This makes sense to you, yes?
Yes.
And your husband holds this very strong vibration of admiration and love for you as well. Is this also true? Yes?
That's funny.
And why is that funny?
Well, because we have our issues.
Well, I understand that, but at one time he did, yes? I mean, he's a little crotchety now.
I feel that I could use some more joy in my life.
You can. And he's getting cranky is what he's getting, yes? Mm-hmm. And this isn't how he expected his life to be. Well, there was a vision that you two had, and that was in the early times. But what I do see is more joy, more harmony, more connectivity, and that you're feeling these moments of divine consciousness that come upon you in some of your darkest hours. Because I feel like at times you battle with a little wave of, I'm not diagnosing you, but a depression or a sorrow or a heaviness come over you.
Yes, I miss my mother. She died a few years ago.
Yes.
It's difficult.
And you were there taking care of her for a period of time. Yes, please? Who was? Yes, because she shows me an outstretched hand, like you would hold her hand. Yes, please?
Yes.
Okay. And, interesting. So, I don't know what this means, but sometimes they show me these little oddities here. She's talking to me about Jell-O. What does Jell-O mean to you, her, or your family? I haven't seen Jell-O in a while.
She liked Jell-O a lot.
Yeah.
I liked Jell-O too.
Okay. So because she's showing me the Jell-O, and she's showing me like this red Jell-O, and it's jiggling in the bowl. This is how she's showing it to me, and it's almost like if she could only have some Jell-O again or something. This is how the feeling is for me, and I don't usually see Jell-O. That probably has to be my first time I ever saw Jell-O, but I just feel like your mom had a lot of old school traditions.
Yes.
and she followed the routine of holidays. She followed the routine of what she did as a family together. And to her, family seems to have had an important role. And it was important to keep people together. Yes?
Yes.
And so she, the way my spirit guides say it, she taught you well. Yes? And
I think so.
She's most appreciative because she still holds out her hand. And now I get the sense from the way she holds out her hand from the other side for you, Phyllis. She holds out her hand as if she's saying to me, when you held her hand when she needed you most, she is here to hold your hand when you feel like you need her most.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And you're really not alone, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. What comes for you is a little bit more of some peace and quiet. We're going to be on the lowdown for a while. And then you get to come out and get to spend a little more quality time with your friends and get out a bit. Your husband, when is his birthday, please?
9/7/41.
Okay. Your husband's energy seems off balance. Is he having trouble keeping his balance or standing, please? I can't quite get my balance when I go in his energy.
More mentally.
Okay. He seems very out of balance, off kilter, so to speak. And I know that you're doing your best, and it's a difficult time, but he is holding his own for now, okay? And I say for now because it is in his asking of his soul that he doesn't want to be debilitated or go out not feeling proud, because he seems that he was a proud man, yes?
Oh, yes.
Yes. So that's his feeling. So he wants to maintain his pride and his dignity in this process, all right?
Yes.
So remember that in the conversations and caring for him, and just know that the angels and the guides are with you always, Phyllis, all right?
Oh, thank you so much. It's
You're
been
welcome.
wonderful talking to you.
Thank
You're a
you.
wonderful person.
Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that, Phyllis. God bless you. Bye for now.
God bless.
Bye.
Thank you. I was on.
888-565-1470. We're going to go right back to the phone lines. And I've got to go to Fort Lauderdale. I've got Matilda. Matilda, how are you doing, my dear? What's going on?
Hello, can you hear me?
I hear you perfectly. And how can I assist you tonight?
Yes, I was just calling. Hello, by the way. I was just calling to see if Spirit has any messages for me.
So we've been navigating some changes personally in career. Yes, please?
Yes.
And we're trying to manifest some more money because that seems to not work the way you had wanted it to. Yes, we had a plan, my spirit guides say, and it didn't really work out the way we wanted to. You didn't have the patience for it yet. Yes, it's not moving as quickly as you wanted it to. And I'm feeling as if you've got the burdens of the world on your little shoulders there, because they make me feel as if you've got a lot of people that you're looking after. Is that true, Matilda?
Yes.
Okay. I also see this energy around you that it is time for change and new position and job for you. Are you looking for new work, please?
I'm not, but I've been considering.
Okay.
I feel like where I'm at is currently getting stressful. It wasn't like that.
So we are considering, and there will be opportunity. And when the opportunity presents itself and the asking it is given, it is going to come for you. So I want you to just be very open to that, okay?
Yes. Absolutely.
What's your love question? Because I know that's where it gets complicated.
It's always been complicated, but this time it seems a little shaky. So I'm wondering what does Spirit have to tell me?
What is the person's birthday, please?
Okay. It's 3/25/89.
They can only do as good as they can do. You understand me?
Yes.
My spirit guides tell me you're a little tough on him.
And maybe I am. That's what I want to know. Maybe I need to soften up a little.
Soften up a bit. Soften up.
Yes.
I know there are certain aspects of personality that disturb you and that make you question his authenticity, his truth.
Yes.
And feel safe, but you're actually pushing him out the door with your demanding to know what you need to know.
Okay. So
and
give it a break.
I promise you, if there's something you need to know, it's going to turn up, okay? And you're going to see it and find out.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
But try
Thank
to
you so
enjoy
much.
this man, all right?
Okay, I'll enjoy it. No, only because it seems like there's other forces affecting it, but I don't want to blame him for anything that, is out of his control.
Okay, but remember, your energy and the power of love has more strength than any other forces and distractions. But if you push him into those distractions, into that energy, then for sure you lose.
Okay.
Let's beat them at their own game, my darling. All right?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you so much. Bye for now.
No problem. Have a great day,
You
Sarah.
too. 888-565-1470. I've got to go to Marie in Miami. Marie, how are you doing tonight?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great, Marie. Good to connect with you, and happy 11/11 day for you. How can I assist you tonight?
Okay, so I think my angel's been trying to send me some messages because the other day I got through meditating, and when I looked at the time, it was 5:55. And today I checked on my hours, it was 7:07. And then when I got through talking to my husband on the phone, it was 3:33. So when I, checked on the status of, the messages, it's basically saying that angels are sending me messages.
Your angels are sending you messages. There's changes coming for you. The changes that you were wanting to make, big changes are coming for you. Make me feel like there's something about a move or a change having to do with movement that is coming your way. Is that something that you want? Yes, that's what you're talking about. They're telling me that that's what they're in the process of putting together. The 333 represents that you are connected to the Ascended Masters and the Master Teachers, and they are assisting you in some of your higher spiritual learning so you can kind of recalibrate and heal your energy from your past emotional wounds. This is what they're doing. And your 7-7, well, honey, I guess it's time for you to get lucky. And I mean go play a number. I mean go get a lottery ticket. It's time for you to shift the conscious beliefs around money, because you are walking around with an energy of lack, and the universe has great abundance for you. Okay?
Right, I feel it. I really do. And in my love life, do you see things getting any better?
What is the person's birthday?
12/13/83.
We have spoken on this person before, have we not? Yeah, well, leopard still's got spots, honey. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay.
Just keep where things are until you're ready for whatever change you want, or he shows you a change that makes everything the way you want it to be. If not, you are recalibrating yourself. You're ready for change. And if he doesn't want to change with you, then you yourself will be making the changes necessary to have a better and happier life.
Okay.
All right? But we won't worry about it. We're going to just let it all play out, all right?
Yeah, that's what I've been doing lately.
Okay. Eat popcorns, watch the movie. It's going to be a good show. All right. Thanks so much. Bye for now. Bye. 888-565-1470. We'd love to hear from you, and we really want to talk to you on Facebook. Be sure to pop your question in the feed, because when we come back from our break, we're going to go to Facebook and go right back to the phone lines. Can't wait to talk to you. Stay with us. Don't go away, because we're going to be right back.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope. Phone lines are open at 1-888-565-1470. That's 1-888-565-1470.
The world is changing now, and we don't know where to go. The world is different now, and people have lost their way. It's just not easy to be who we want to be, 'cause the world is changing now. We can't walk the way we did. We don't know the path. We have to listen to our heart. The ways that worked before, they don't work anymore. We have lost our love for everyone. We have hurt each other. The world is changing now. It's asking us to move along, to open up a different way of loving one another. We can't stay the same. We've lost the game of life. We can't run away anymore. The world is changing now. We need to heed the warning. The world is calling you to rise above where you've been. The world is changing now. What we did before doesn't work. It's time for you. It's time for me to change. The world is changing now. Won't you change and open your heart? Open your heart.
treating COVID-19 without mechanical respirators. Ray Crowley has 40 years of experience in physical therapy, treating sports injuries, traumatic brain injury, and other neurological conditions with astonishing results. Visit Oxygen Rescue Care Centers of America.com or call Crowley Physical Therapy in Delray Beach at 561-276-9643 to schedule your appointment today.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Welcome back to the second hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, as we continue our uplifting and empowering spiritual discussions to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect to the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. Spiritually Speaking with Sarah is presented by the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. For the next hour, call in and watch Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope, and share love and light.
We are back here live on WWNN 1470 AM, 95.3 FM, 103.9 and 96.9. And we're answering your questions all across the nation. And I so want to talk to you at 888-565-1470. But for this moment, we're going to Facebook. We've got some questions that are building up on Facebook, and we've got some questions on YouTube. So we're going to start by answering some questions on Facebook. Jolie Joy Hassan, she says, please let me know, when will I relocate to northern or central Florida? I am bringing angels and guides to assist. This is something that does happen for you in the early part of 2021. So Jolie Joy Hassan, stop asking the question and start packing your bags, girl, because the more you put in motion to make the change, the more the angels and the guides are going to line up your next steps. But if I were to give you a timeline, I'm really looking at your March, your April time. This is where things seem to open up for you. So let's start packing. It's almost time for you to make your move. Thank you, Jolie Joey Hassan, for your Facebook question. We're going to go take another question from Facebook, and we've got McLean Fabian Saint. And my guidance from Spirit, please, about purchase of a new home in 2020 and any job opportunity. Well, this year is actually a really good year for you to kind of clear up and set this new intention for your 2021. So this year is the planning phase. And when I move you into the energy of June of 2021, that's where things seem to line up beautifully for you to get the purchase of your new home and begin to make your move. So thank you, Micheline, for your Facebook question. Who else do we have here on Facebook? Elizabeth Colson. She says, good evening, Sarah. Any messages from Spirit? You know, Elizabeth, the first thing that I'm made aware of now is that it's time for you to get a little more creative and step out of the box in the current work environment or financial arena so that you can make a change that is going to make things more fun for you as well as prosperous. Give thought and consideration. If money were no object, what would I love to do? And let's see if we can make that move in a direction that brings you more joy and more financial freedom. Thank you, Elizabeth Colson, for your Facebook question. We're going to pull one more from Facebook, and we've got Martin Daniels. Now, Martin Daniels got a really important question. He's like, hey, Sarah, my girlfriend and I, well, we're divided, but they're divided by lockdown. You see, they're over in the UK, and they're a couple of 100 miles away. And in the UK, you can't even go knock next door to your neighbor and ask for a cup of sugar. They want you going to work and coming right home to your house, nowhere else. And for some people, there is no work. So here we are. We have a wonderful couple that's asking, when will we be together, right? When will I return and be with my love? You know, I'm feeling like the next few months, sorry to say, Martin Daniels, is going to be a little difficult for you guys. But I'm kind of leaning towards after this next 70 days, that's the number Spirit gives me, things should start to look up for you. I know you can hang on just a little bit longer, and let's see if we can get some things under control so that everyone in the UK, especially you and your girl, are able to be reunited. Thanks so much, Martin Daniels, for your Facebook question. I've got to go right back to the phone lines, and I've got to go to Ivan. And Ivan, I think I'm saying it right, is in Chicago. How are you?
Hi, it's Yvonne.
Well, thank you for that. I wasn't sure what I was reading, so thank you so much, Yvonne.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Yvonne, what month were you born? I'm not seeing that in my...
I'm February the 22nd. Okay.
I'm just giving a sip of water here. So, Miss 222, you ready for some action?
Oh, my God, Sarah. Okay. First of all,
time for change. Yes.
I lost my best friend
Oh.
March 9th, 2019. We did talk about him last year.
Yes.
But almost 2 weeks ago, I met someone else. He was born May 10th. And I'm kind of hesitant, afraid. I don't know.
Well, you don't want to get hurt again. There was a great loss in the loss of your friend in March. Yes. So.
Yeah.
And that was your go-to person. Yes, he was the one you did things with, right?
Yep.
Yep. We went to whatever the movies, or we did activities here. Took a ride. He was there for you when you called. Is that correct? Your friend?
Absolutely.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Because this is the feeling I get. This is what they're making me aware of. And you had a dream with him, please, because he's making me feel like he tried to visit you.
He did.
Okay.
He did. Yeah.
And nothing like love of a friendship and a connection that's comfortable. Yes.
Yes. For real.
What's that song? I get a peaceful, easy feeling. Right?
Yeah.
It's that feeling, right, that you got. And now you're looking at this new guy, and you're like, he's not the same kind of person, number one. Number two, he's like a little, I don't know, moody. Like, ugh. Like, what are you going to do with that? Like, I don't know. Like,
okay.
You know what I'm saying? He's got this different personality, which we all have unique personalities, of course. But there's I'm going to use the word darker. There's a darker side to him. It's not as smooth. You know, it's like you're kind of tippy-toeing around in this connection with him. And some of it is your own fear. And some of it is your hesitancy because his personality is just a little off-putting to you at times. You're not quite sure how to interpret him. Yes?
Right, yeah.
And there is a concern that he is not bringing as much to the table as you have, Yvonne.
Okay.
Okay, so Spirit makes me feel like who's going to be who for who? Is he really going to show up for you? Remember, you had a partner a friend, a connection that showed up for you.
Yeah, I did.
You did.
Yeah.
So that's really hard to replace. but it's not irreplaceable. It's just there's someone coming for you, and I don't know that it's this gentleman here.
Okay.
But we're getting to know a person. We're getting to know a friendship. I just feel like someone else will emerge. And I feel like this gentleman is like your door opener for you to redefine what it is you want, because your friend the past is irreplaceable.
Mm-hmm.
And here we have a new opportunity that's going to lead you to something else that's a little more comfortable. You need someone that feels like an old slipper. That's what you need.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right? I mean, they're showing me slippers. Do you have your friend's slippers? Why is he showing me shoes and slippers and stuff? What is that?
I can't think now. I don't know.
Okay. Did he wear slippers? What are these? Did he have slippers?
He did. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And he always had the same comfortable pair of slippers?
The same ones for years.
For years. Okay. Guess what, honey?
Years.
Honey, if he could have taken those to heaven, he would have taken them with heaven, because he got his slippers in his hands. So I don't know if you don't have them. It's just he's likening, oh, Lord, the day relationships get broken down from the other side to being like a familiar, comfortable 13-year-old slipper. That's a little scary, but that's how he's describing your relationship, honey. So I don't know what to tell you. It was comfortable, all right? And he is with you, very much with you from the other side. Know that you're not alone at all. And, yes.
And this guy I just met, he's kind of like, I guess kind of, to me, pushy. Well, you want to come over? No, I don't want to come over your house. Do you,
Yeah, he's complicated.
And I met him when I wasn't looking. I wasn't looking for anyone.
Well, that's fine. That's usually when we meet people, when we're not looking. But, what part of you attracted him? In other words, is something broken inside of you that attracted someone who is a little more dominant than you like? Where is this coming from? What do you still need to heal? I always, whenever we attract something uncomfortable, it doesn't mean it's not a good thing. It always serves a purpose. So for you, Yvonne, to notice that is so paramount right now, and not lose yourself in, personalities. And no, we don't need to go over to his house right now. So we're playing getting to know you. Yes?
Thank you. I know that, but I just wanted to know if he was it, because I lost someone that was just my soulmate.
I know that.
Unfortunately, he got sick and passed, but he was my soulmate. And my mom passed just this past March 1st. Yeah.
Wow.
My mom was
Mom
amazing.
passed, and he passed as well, right after her, yes?
No, he passed first.
And then she passed. Okay.
Yeah, matter of fact, he passed March 9th, 2019. Mom
19.
passed
Got it, March 1st, 2020.
2020, yeah.
Yeah.
Mom just passed. He passed a year ago, same month. Yeah.
And there's like a house code of your mom's that you still have, please?
Yeah.
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 I like that house coat. That's cute.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Right. She was another one with the same thing all the time, between slippers and house coats. I don't know.
Absolutely.
You hung out with a comfortable bunch, right? So mom is sending me big energy of love for Christmas, for the holidays for you, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Yvonne, for calling. You've called in before, haven't you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Thank you for remembering us.
A lot of friends that's called you also. Thanks so much, Sarah.
You're
And I will
welcome.
talk with you soon. I'm going to call back and get
I look forward to it.
personalized.
All right. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving, too. Bye for now.
You too.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
888-565-1470. Let's just not forget, it is almost turkey time, everyone. I know it's going to feel a little different, too. Have you ever had turkey on Zoom? Well, we're going to find out in 2020. Matter of fact, we're going to find out quite a few things. But for this minute, I've got to take a moment to hear from our sponsors. Then I've got to come right back to the phone lines at 888-565-1470. We've got people holding, and we really got to get to some calls. Stay with us, everyone. Don't go away. You know we're going to be right back.
Do you know me? Do I know you? Have we met before? I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me?
Interested in state-of-the-art healing? Call Ray Crowley at 561-276-9643. Ray Crowley is a pioneer in the use of hyperbaric oxygen therapy, effectively treating cognitive disorders such as Alzheimer's disease, brain injuries, strokes, and showing great promise for treating COVID-19 without mechanical respirators. Ray Crowley has 40 years of experience in physical therapy, treating sports injuries, traumatic brain injury, and other neurological conditions with astonishing results. Visit oxygenrescuecarecentersofamerica.com or call Crowley Physical Therapy in Delray Beach at 561-276-9643 to schedule your appointment today.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to Sarah at sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
Interested in relieving tension, reducing stress, and revitalizing your energy? Call reflexologist Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954 to book your session. Reflexology of the hands, face, and ears improves circulation, the functioning of the nervous system, reduces fine lines and wrinkles, and leads to a glowing complexion. Experience what reflexology can do for you today. Contact Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll free, worldwide, 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook, YouTube, or Periscope.
Did you call me with your song? Because you know that you know me.
And we're back here live on WWNN 1470 AM, 95.3 FM, 103.9 and 96.9. Every soul's got its story. Well, I think our next caller is going to tell us a story or two, because this soul, he's got a story. We got to go to Joey. Joey's in Hollandale. Joey, how you doing?
Oh, thank you for that introduction. Can you hear me okay?
I hear you perfectly. Yes, every soul has its story. So, yes, Joey, what's going on here?
My question is about career, love, desires. They're all coming. Do you see them continuing to go up, and continue to grow?
You know what I see, Joey? I feel as if there's this shift that's been happening for you. And on or around April of this, I was going to say last year, because in my mind, I'm like, we can't get to 2021 fast enough. But around April of this year, you kind of had your come to Jesus, come to master teachers moment. And you had to poop or get off the pot. That's how they tell me. So you had to choose and pick your path, and you picked the path that you felt, you were called to do and connected to do. But it's so much more than that, Joey, because in this journey, what my spirit guides are telling me and your guides, they're making me aware that you've learned to love yourself on a whole different level. And
oh my God, yes.
to let bygones be bygones and just trust that the universe has your back, even if people around you aren't cooperating. Yes? So I see here that when you move yourself forward in the months to come, and I go to March of next year in 2021, kind of like that year marker, there's a sense of freedom, there's a sense of rhythm, there's a sense of momentum that builds your way, not anyone else's way, but your way. You've got a very unique way of communicating, a unique style that you like to express yourself, and, no limits. There's no limits here for you, Joey. And when I say no limits, it's the interpretation of what you want and just expressing it in the most unique and even at times out there ways, because it doesn't really matter what anyone thinks. You are here to express yourself in a very creative, dynamic way. And the more you do that, the more you embrace that, even if it seems weird or different to other people, the more aligned you're going to be with the rhythm that I see coming for you in 2021. As far as love is concerned, opportunities have been trying to present themselves to you for a while. Yes, but guess what? For whatever reason, now that you've made this choice, it goes to the back burner. I don't see love right now. I feel like the focus is on your love and your expression of who you are and who you've come to be.
Mm-hmm.
Then love can come later. It's just now we've kind of changed gears. So had we met someone first, then that would have been the adventure for 2020 into 2021. But we chose this path, and this path, it needs development. It needs integration into your aspects of life. It needs integration into the world for self-expression. And this is how you're going to do it. You're going to focus on this, and then through the elevation, the right person comes. No one that you have to hold up or hold by their hand and make sure they're okay.
Amen, Sarah, because I felt those things, but I wasn't sure exactly. I couldn't put it into order.
Yes. That's the perfect divine order. Yes, Joey.
Thank you. And I have this dream, but I'm going to make it a short one that I had.
Yes.
I had a very clear message dream. I was at your place,
yes,
and you were giving us a tour that you had to tear down the wall and expand into like a Macy's-sized place.
Oh, I don't think the plaza's that big, but okay.
Well, I thought it just means expansion. You told us about it. You had to knock down the wall.
Yeah.
And maybe, I don't know, the dream. My friend said it was kind of like expansion for me and for you.
Yeah.
Basically, we were dabbling with that message because it was so clear.
Yeah.
You were giving us a beautiful tour.
Yeah. Well, it's a beautiful place, so hopefully you'll be able to get up there one day.
Yeah. I will.
Yeah.
I'm doing so good, and you're right. I'm projecting myself in my own way. I'm doing now a morning show, an evening show, a change of clothes.
Costume change is what you have to call it, my friend. Costume change.
And a flow. The word that you said, a flow, like a rhythm.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
There's
looking
a rhythm.
for.
Yeah, rhythm. Yeah.
Because right now it's just go, and do it really fast. But
yeah, but you're going to build the right momentum, Joey. Thank you so much for your call, and thank you for waiting. I greatly appreciate you. Bye for now.
I appreciate you too.
Thank you. Bye. 888-565-1470. We want to hear from you right here on WWNN 1470 AM, 95.3 FM, and 96.9. And I've got to go back to the phone lines. I've got Monica, and she's in West Palm Beach. Monica, how you doing?
Hi, good afternoon, Miss Sarah. How are you?
I'm doing great, Monica. Good to hear your voice. And how can I assist you tonight?
I would like to know what the Spirit want me to know, whichever area of my life that needs improvement, etc.
Etc., etc., etc. Yes. So the first thing makes me think of Yul Brynner. What I say to you now is this. You're working on integrating some of your hurt, your pain, your anger, your frustration, and some of the ways life has turned out. And I feel as if there's a void in you that you're hoping to fill. And you're working on your spirituality, which you and I both know because you are part of my class, and I really love having you there. But I feel as if you're still healing some old wounds. Some of them are trust issues, and also some are believing in yourself, the confidence that you need. They are giving me this energy of a test or something you've got to take. Is there a test you've got to come and take, please?
I took a test.
Okay.
I don't know if maybe a potential employer will have me take a test.
Okay.
You know, I don't know. Yeah, and you're on point with all that confidence stuff.
Yes, yeah, and it'll come with time. You're just kind of rolled off the conveyor belt of life and experiences, and now putting your foot upon your path in your career. And I also see, interestingly enough, and I haven't really given this energy much thought, but Jasmine is around you. Have you been talking to her?
I have. She's been on my mind because,
yes.
You're going to make me cry.
It's all right. No, she's very much around you, and she's offering you a big hug, and, she's watching you. She's watching you, and she's holding the space for you to grow and express yourself in your career as well as your spiritual development in ways that she was not able to do. And
wow.
So you are carrying the light, not just for yourself, but you're carrying her light as well in the physical expression of life. Yes?
Yeah, thank you. Yes.
Yeah. And there's an anniversary coming up for her around the 27th or 26th. When is that, please?
I think it's the 25th, 25.
Okay. Yeah. Now she makes me feel like it's the end of the month here, so she's with you, honey. So just know that you're definitely not alone, and you've had her on your mind because she's been reaching out and connecting with you. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you so much, Monica, for your call. And come on now, girl, you can do it. All right, bye for now.
Bye. Thanks.
You're welcome. 888-565-1470. I've got to go to Althea. Althea is in Coral Springs. Althea, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing fine.
Good, Althea. Good to make a connection with you. Is this your first time calling us?
Yes.
Okay.
And the reason why I'm calling because I'm kind of feeling lonely.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking about fostering. I don't know if that's the right way to go.
All right. Althea, how did you hear about the show?
I was just driving home from work, and I heard you, and I just pulled over into a parking lot, and I'm talking to you in the rain.
Oh, dear, it's raining out there again, Lord. Oh, yeah. South Florida, I need a rowboat here. So, Althea, the first thing they make me aware of, first of all, is your very, very strong connection to spirit. You're very rooted in your faith. This is correct, yes?
Yes.
And this is rooted in your faith through the connection on the mom's side of the family. Yes, please? There was a lot of spiritual connection there, please? Yes? Okay. Is there a connection to Jamaica, please, Althea?
I am from Jamaica.
Okay. Because they're making me aware of a woman who has passed, and she's from the island of Jamaica. She makes me feel like she's there. She was buried there. This is grandmother energy, please. Yes, mother's mother.
Yeah, that's my grandma.
Your grandma, yes. Your grandma's very much around you.
She raised me.
Yeah, very much around you. And she didn't just raise you, honey. Your grandma raised everybody.
That's true.
She was like a full house, let me tell you. So the way I see this energy is like, of course you want to foster. Grandma would have you foster like 10 people. All right, you're not that lonely, honey, so we're not doing all that, all right? That's one too many little faces to take care of. But I do see, and all joking aside, that your grandmother's very strong influence on you, and she raised you very proudly. She says she raised you right, yes? And I see this wonderful energy around you, Althea, that you have an open heart and you want to give, but you also would like to experience partnership and love as well. Is that correct? But you don't know who to trust.
Right, that's true.
That was a scary little trip you had the last time around, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you don't know who to trust in this love thing. Well, I do feel that you can foster someone. It is a wonderful, magnanimous thing for you to do. And I know they will put you in the place of a wonderful little one. Kind of see like a little girl. I do see a little girl with you.
Oh, okay.
So it's very possible that if you put that forth, that would be good. But of course, I do see in the future there is love and relationship coming for you, even though you think it's a dead subject. And you're like, it's not happening. She's a dead subject.
I'm thinking. I think
girl, well, we're going to rise it from the dead because love is coming. It's just not coming yet. So it's an opportunity for you to nurture a child for a period of time while you heal your own heart and you practice some unconditional love and you give of your heart. And through the flow of giving of your heart and the divinity that is God within you, you will attract the perfect mate who's not this, well, I can't even describe what you went through, but it wasn't pretty. So I understand. I understand.
That is so true.
I do.
So
yeah.
true.
Yeah. But Althea, understand this. The power that is with you and the power of the prayers that you do, you are very well protected. Grandma is with you. And, yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, you have me crying.
Sorry, honey. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's time for you to celebrate her life as well. And when you make yourself your Thanksgiving dinner, just put out a plate for her. Literally put some food on the plate, a little bit, and put it out on the counter and say, Grandma, this is for you. And I don't know why she's talking about her little goats. So did you eat the goats? Like, what's going on with the goats?
She used to rear them.
And did we cook them? Because she talked about goats. I don't know why she's talking about. Yes. We're not going to eat the goat, are we? Oh.
Yes, we do.
Oh Lord, she's making curry goat with her own little pets. Lord, I don't know. Okay, if I ever go to Jamaica, anyone, don't tell me, well, that's the goat that was in the backyard a few days ago. I don't want to know that, but but your grandma's with you, sweetheart, and this is a good move for you to foster someone, and do know that love is on its way.
Okay.
All right, Althea, thank you for pulling over. If you want to learn more about me, just remember Sarah with an H, spiritual, and you can Google me on your phone and find my website and come visit me in West Palm Beach. I have a whole beautiful center. I'd love to meet you. All right.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye for now. Bye.
Thank you.
888-565-1470. And I've got to go to Naples, Florida. Of course, Italy would be cool too. But we're going to go to Angie. Angie, baby. We're going to Angie in Naples. Angie, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Sarah?
I'm doing great. Good to connect with you. Is this your first time calling?
It is.
Well, welcome. How did you hear about the show?
My sister listens to you all the time.
Oh, well, tell your sister I said thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, my dear. What's your question?
I want to know about my love life.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my spirit guides are like, yeah, that would be what love life, Sarah, spiritual. Okay, let's go. All right, so we've got this here. Let me just kind of... So this year is really representing you making a lot of connections and kind of networking. Were we trying to promote something for work, please? Advancement here, because I see a lot of networking and growth coming for you, okay?
Yeah, I'm trying to bring like more business.
Okay, so I see that, and they're making me make a circle. And it looks like a kaleidoscope circle. So that means that there's a lot of connections, a lot of people, and this person knows this person, and this person introduced you to this person, and then everything comes together. Does that make sense to you? Do you remember that little thing where you put the pencil in and you go around in a circle and it makes a design? Whatever that was, spirograph or something, right? Okay. That's what your little business looks like, okay? So we got to weave in all the different people and make it happen. So then, Angie, when I step into your love life, there's a person you want to ask me about. What is their birthday?
You need like the whole date?
At least the month and the day, but yeah, that always helps me.
May 20th.
Okay, because I spy with my Sarah spiritual. I'm not going to go in their business. So hold on. What you want to know? Let's see. Okay, so here is someone who is a powerful person inside, but I feel like they're inconsistent. And I feel like there's a little disconnect between the two of you. We're not quite on the same page right now. Does this make sense to you?
Yes, definitely.
I have two sticks, and when I make two sticks and they're not together, and then I draw two circles around them, you're all kind of fluctuating in your own bubble. I got to go back with you, Angie, for just a minute, because I need to go back to 2014. Who were you with in 2014?
2014.
Somebody else, yes?
Yeah, my daughter's father.
Okay. We are still healing from 2014. I just got to tell you.
Okay.
So whatever the shift and the change that happened in 2014 is, you're still kind of coming out of that energy, is how they make me feel, okay? So however that ended, if it ended a little weird, there's still some energy there. The question you have is this person that you're interested in consistent enough to show you the love that you want, and are they your person? Is that true?
Yes.
Okay. I see here a person who's not ready to be committed for the next steps that you would like to have in a relationship. Does this make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. So this is where people call and they hear the truth, okay? But I want you to know that this person does genuinely care for you, but I feel like something's complicated with them and they can't really show up for you fully. Does this also make sense to you?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. So should I wait? Should I stay? Should I go? This is the question that you ask, yes?
Yes.
I can tell you this. If you hold on, I don't like to tell people to wait, but I feel like you need to hear something else or you need to know something else from him before you walk away. Because if you walk away now, you're going to walk away with too many questions, yes? Like, did he ever really care about me? Where was he coming from? Was this a game? Was he not planning on doing what he said? I don't know. Yes, these are the questions that you have in your mind, yes?
Yep.
Okay. I spy with my Sarah spiritual eye. I do feel that if we can just allow the end of 2020 to come to a close, I feel like he's got some things that are bubbling up, that are about to come to a little explosion, that he's got to handle, and then he'll be able to be a little bit more forthcoming with you. Okay? So I'm going to move you into the month of February, and if we have no movement in the direction that you want, you will be easily able to express yourself and walk away if you have to. This makes sense to you, please?
Yep.
Okay. I don't want you to throw the towel in for a minute because I feel like there's something else energetically, emotionally that has to happen between the two of you to tie up this connection, because you feel a soul connection to this person. This is true, yes?
Yes.
So we have to honor that soul connection for now. And just see what the lesson, the growth is, and see where it can go. We don't know yet. And that's because there's free will involved. Now, if I were giving you personal advice, like, if you're sitting there with a girlfriend and we're having a glass of wine, somebody would be like, oh, I think you need to go because, you're wasting time and your life isn't But there's something else that the two of you need to express or experience that is important for the evolution of you and for him. You guys met at an interesting time in each other's life. Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay. And there's something we both got from this connection, yes?
Yes.
Okay. So we want to honor that and see what the true meaning underneath it all is. And this is what Spirit is saying it would be beneficial for you to do. Without expectation or feeling angst or agitated, enjoy the time and connections you have. And when he retreats, let it be. It's not as personal as you're taking it. This makes sense to you, Angie, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I've answered your question, have I not?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, thank you. I do hope you stay in touch with me. Follow us on Facebook, Sarah Spiritual, and go to my website, sarahspiritual.com, if you want something more personal and private about this little story. I'd be happy to do a personal session with you. Thank you so much, Angie from Naples.
Thank you.
God bless you and happy Thanksgiving. Bye for now.
You too.
Bye.
Thank you.
Can't believe I'm talking about turkey. Of course, I don't know. Althea's grandma's killing the goat, but that's all right. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then when we come back, we're going to go right back to the phone lines at 888-565-1470. What are you having for Thanksgiving dinner? Be sure to let me know. Stay with us, everyone. Don't go away. You know we're going to be right back.
Do you know me? Do I know you? Have we met before? I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your song? Because you know that you know.
Interested in state-of-the-art healing? Call Ray Crowley at 561-276-9643. Ray Crowley is a pioneer in the use of hyperbaric oxygen therapy, effectively treating cognitive disorders such as Alzheimer's disease, brain injuries, strokes, and showing great promise for treating COVID-19 without mechanical respirators. Ray Crowley has 40 years of experience in physical therapy, treating sports injuries, traumatic brain injury, and other neurological conditions with astonishing results. Visit oxygenrescuecarecentersofamerica.com or call Crowley Physical Therapy in Delray Beach at 561-276-9643 to schedule your appointment today.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to Sarah at sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up. You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll free, worldwide, 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook, YouTube, or Periscope.
Standing in the room before you walk through the door, because we're here at WWNN answering your calls all across the nation at 888-565-1470. And we've got some questions on Facebook and questions on YouTube. I want to go to YouTube. Goddess says, oh, Sarah, I'm feeling blocked. I'm feeling stuck. My life, my business, financially, relationship, romantically. Goddess ain't feeling like much of a goddess right now, is she? She's like hit a roadblock. She is not doing well. Goddess, it is going to change for you. I do know that there's a shift and a change coming for you, and you kind of got to hang in there just a bit longer, because when I see the energy around you, I feel like the first thing that's going to start to switch for you is your business. Then as the business shifts financially, you're going to make a move. And when things make a movement in the right direction, you're feeling a little more goddessy and successful, you're going to attract the right person. I feel like you hit a couple of roadblocks and bumps in the road and unfortunate happenings that kind of slowed you up. But Goddess, just know that there is new opportunities coming for you for business. Change something in the target audience that you are connecting with, and you're going to see a big difference. Thank you, Goddess, for your YouTube question, and we do hope you understand that what is blocked is going to unstuck real soon. Thanks so much. Who else do we have on our Facebook or YouTube? Oh, Dawn. Dawn on YouTube. She's got a question. She says, will I receive funds that were set aside for me by a friend who recovered and returned to me? Should I move out of my community or stay put? Dawn wants a whole entire reading. Jiminy Cricket's here. What is going on here? Thanks for sharing your comforting messages. Well, Dawn, let's look at it this way. I don't feel like you're going to get the funds the way you're expecting or the amount that you're expecting that was put aside for you. Something doesn't seem consistent with that, but I do feel like something's coming to you. For now, my spirit guides are telling me to tell you, stay put. Don't go anywhere yet. You're not ready to handle that move. I'm going to spin you into June or July of next year, and then if we're ready to make a move and we give thought and prayer and consideration to it, then, Dawn, you can make a move. But the funds, they don't seem as steady and sure as I know you want them to be. So follow up with that, and I want you to have a conversation with the angels more than the person, and just trust that the universe is always looking out for you. Thank you, Dawn, for your YouTube question. We're going to go right back to the phone lines at 888-565-1470, and I've got to go to Tammy, and Tammy is in Connecticut. Tammy, how are you doing?
Good. How you doing, Sarah?
I'm doing well. Good to make a connection with you, and how can I assist you?
Okay. I have a question. I need to get tests done this week. And
yes.
Should I go get it done or not get it done? It's for the COVID.
What do you mean, should I go or shouldn't I go?
Everyone's telling me to go because I was at the doctor's office where I go for an appointment last week, and I just found out Tuesday. They called me and said they had it for a week. They had it last Tuesday.
Okay.
I was wondering if I have to go for the COVID test. Is it going to be negative?
First of all, I don't feel like you have any symptoms. It's kind of the energy around you. You seem to be pretty good, yes?
Okay.
Right?
Yes,
but
I feel good.
I do feel that it's good for you to get tested just so that you know beyond a shadow of a doubt. Because let me tell you what this does to you mentally and emotionally. It eats away with you, at you, and then during the period of uncertainty, it actually lowers your body's immune system because of the fear, and then you're more likely to have something happen when your immune system is down because it's like a hypnotic fear that you're under. So it's not a big deal to get, from what I understand. Go get the test. It'll be negative, and just be done with it. Yeah, I don't really feel that it's there for you. But if for some reason you are, as they say, asymptomatic, and maybe you are connecting with people, you do have holidays coming in case you do sit at the table with someone, it would be good to know for them, you're doing great. I see you strong. But what if there's something underlying, you never know, you never have anything, but then someone else suffers a consequence? This is why we say it's a respect for others when we wear a mask. It's a respect for others when we get the test, even if we're feeling okay. It's
I wear it
just to
every
protect.
time in the store. I mean, everywhere I go.
And you know what? There are people who wear their mask and they're doing it and they still get it. So I don't think they really understand the complete science or way it happens. But that's why I'm telling people, take good care of yourself. Do different things for your immune system that maybe you know to do, but you neglected to do. I'm not a doctor, but take your vitamin C, take your zinc, take your vitamin D, infuse your body with lots of water, have some apple cider vinegar. There are little things that you can do every day that keep your body up and the body alkaline so that things can't grab hold of you for any reason. And then just trust your angels have you protected.
Yeah, and do you see all of them around me, or?
I see quite a few angels, and I feel like you talk to the angels, and I also feel like you talk to people on the other side as well. Yes, please?
Yes, I do, and
there's a man that steps forward connected to you. Does this make sense to you, please?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who are they?
Yeah, there's a man who steps forward. He didn't identify himself, but there's a man who kind of steps forward in front of everyone So he seems to be closer in age. So he doesn't read like a grandfather. He reads someone who's closer to your age, is how he makes me feel.
Okay. Is it one of my brothers?
It's possible. He kind of puts me in your age line. He didn't identify himself, so I cannot say. I just know the age range that he presents himself in. So,
it has to be my brother Darryl.
Yeah, he would place himself in that energy, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And who is the person who had a problem with their lungs before they passed?
My oldest brother, Ernie, and Darryl.
Okay. Oh, okay, Darryl. Okay. So it must be Darryl that I have here then. Okay. Because we were just talking about it and they showed me the lungs. So, yeah. Tammy, just trust the process and have the faith. All right, my dear?
Okay. And do you see 2021 better for me?
2021 is going to be a rebirth for you. And you're going to get to have a redo, a reset for yourself. And just trust the process here. Things are going to fall into place. I feel financially you go back up is how they make me feel. Okay, Tammy?
All right.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for taking my call.
You're welcome. Is this the first time you've ever called?
No, I called a few weeks ago, and I gave my friend Annette your phone number, too.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. God bless you. Have a good Thanksgiving.
You
All
too.
right. Bye for now. Bye.
Bye.
888-565-1470. We're going to go to Orlando. I'm going to grab Sonia. Sonia has 60 seconds with me here on the phone lines. Hello, Sonia. How are you? Hi, Sonia. How are you doing?
I could be better. You could give me a nice message today from the angels. Does anybody have a message for me?
Yes, let's connect for you real quick before they wave me off here. So, Sonia, the first angel that shows themselves as Archangel Raphael makes me feel like we've been going through some healing in the physical body. Yes, please?
Yes.
All right. Inflammation, body seems out of sorts. Yes, please?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, my God, they're singing the old gray mare just ain't well she used to be. Lord, that's how you're feeling is how they make me feel.
Yeah.
But Archangel Raphael steps forward. Sonia, also I have Mother Mary stepping forward as well. And there's also an opportunity for you. Is there a test or something you're supposed to take? Some further tests so we could see what's going on here. Something with the immune system or something not having to do with the pandemic. Something else, please?
Yes.
Okay. So take those tests, identify it. I just feel like the body is weak and it's not functioning the way it needs to, but everything will work out. Archangel Raphael, the healing angel, is right on the job, my dear. They're waving me off. I've got to say goodbye for now. Thank you so much for connecting with me from Orlando. I greatly appreciate it. You have a happy Thanksgiving. Stay well, and I look forward to connecting with you again in the future. Thank you, Sonia.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Well, I look forward to connecting with all of you in the near future. Matter of fact, meet me here next Wednesday night from 6 to 8 p.m. right here on WWNN. We are spiritually speaking every Wednesday, answering your questions, raising the consciousness of the planet, and connecting heart to heart, soul to soul. Thank you so much for this time. Wow, 561 live shows with all of you. We were just talking 11 and a half years hanging out on radio. Couldn't ask for a better place to be. Good night. God bless you. Stay well. And I am Sarah Spiritual.
This has been Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. You can hear and speak with Sarah Spiritual every Wednesday from 6 to 8 p.m. Each week, Sarah Spiritual and Spirit answer your most important questions as you navigate life. Listen and call in next week and let Spirit guide you. If you didn't have a chance to speak with Sarah Spiritual tonight, visit Sarah at sarahspiritual.com. You can message Sarah Spiritual at Facebook and follow her on Instagram. Tune in next week for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its hosts, guests, and callers.